Shelabobby Handmade. My name is Caitlin, also known as Shelabobby, just about everywhere on the internet. I forgot my intro. Hello. Welcome back, and also welcome to all the new subscribers. Y'all put a smile on my face all the past 2 weeks. Every time I refreshed, I think someone else showed up. So thank you so much. And thank you for bearing with any technical issues that I had last time. I think I have some solutions for some of the items. One being I lowered the camera a little bit so that there's not as much of a glare in my glasses. So I think that'll be nice. And then some other things that we'll work through as we go. All right. So, how have y'all been? I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 finished objects for you and only 2 works in progress to discuss with you today. Some of them I have with me, some of them I do not. Y'all know the drill. Sometimes those do not work out exactly how I plan to have them here. So we're just going to get started right on into finished objects. And I'm going to put the picture on this side. So the first one that I do not have is something that you saw in last episode, which is my grandma's socks. These are DK weight vanilla that I made for my grandma's birthday and delivered to her the day after I recorded. So there are only pictures of them. These are my second summer sock camp completion socks. They are, like I said, Crazy Sock Ladies DK vanilla weight pattern. I did the large size, which is 58 stitches, US 3s, all that good stuff. I started these June 1st, finished them June 3rd, and oh, the yarn. The yarn is the Fiber Seed Sprout DK in Winter Sky. So yeah, that's all about those. Those are them. The next ones I do have, please excuse me as I shuffle some items around, are the Vial of Sand socks that you saw last week as well. These have been blocked, so I will show you one on the blocker, and then I'll show you the other one on my hand or something to show you the lace pattern a little bit better. So, there we go. So these are the Vial of Sand socks by Kelly Menzies, also known as Roro and Cades. And they are knit in Long Dog Yarn's Yarn of Enchantment, which is her monthly yarn sock subscription that she has right now. And the colorway is Shiprock, and then it also has another name, which I will put on the screen here that I am not able to pronounce. And this is in her Yak sock base, which is my favorite base by her. Yeah, so these are knit for my sister. They are my 3rd completed pair for summer sock camp. They are knit to pattern except for the toe. I think she called for a little bit of a shorter toe, and I know that this toe works nicely for my sister. So I did my typical decrease toe. I started these May 25th and finished them June 6th. So the lace pattern, I'll show you on my hand here, and then I plan to do a little bit of a recording, I think, to show these off a little bit better. But they are just a lace pattern. See, that doesn't even do it anything. But they are fully blocked now, so they have relaxed quite nicely. So these are going in the package for my sister that I'll give her for her birthday or for Christmas or something along those lines. Shoo, it is warm in here today. I'm glistening a little bit. Let's see. Next, I do not have. So I'm going to put the picture here. So if you remember last episode, I had a Era's sock that I made for my sister. And I started the leftovers and made my niece a pair of socks as well. So this is the leftovers Era's socks by Mustache Yarn. And I think it's the perfect match base that she has. So I knit these. I'm calling them my Era's Encore since they are my second pair of Era's socks. I started them June 4th and finished them June 9th. They are my 4th completed pair for summer sock camp. And I did the small size, so the 58 stitches. The reason why I do not have these is the day that I completed them, she was very, very excited, put them on her feet, and then asked if I could give her my sister's pair so that they would have matching socks. So she wore them home, so they are with her. So I only have the completed sock picture that I sent to my friends. I will try to get some more pictures to put on Instagram or Ravelry to update those as well. The last finished object that I have for you, surprise, is a sock. I don't think these will fit on my blockers. Let me try. So these are another pair for my niece. Yeah, they're too long. So these are another pair for my niece. I'm calling them my pickle socks. The yarn is Leading Men Fiber Arts in their Showstopper base. Colorway is Kind of a Big Deal. I got this at SAF last year and had it in mind for my niece because she loves pickles. So I made her this sock. It is the vanilla pattern recipe that I use for all of my vanilla socks, except for I used a crochet hook and did, I think it's called nups. It could be noops. I'm not sure. But either way, I did a noop or nup 5 randomly throughout the sock. So the whole front of the sock has this kind of texture, and I'll try and get a close-up of this as well. That reminds me of a pickle. I am not an expert. These did not come out to my expectations for the pickle sock. I was expecting them not to have that stretch stitch right next to it, but she loves them and asked me if I could make them smell like like pickles. So that's not gonna happen, but she's excited to have these as well. I did not tell her I finished these yesterday so that I could have them to show you guys. So these are complete. So I have both pairs here. I use a US 1 and it is typically magic loop. And I'll try to remember to mention stitch counts for the socks that I have. That is all of my works in progress. So we will scoot right along into, oh, no, not works in progress. That is all of my finished objects. And we will scoot right in to works in progress. As I mentioned, I only have 2 works in progress to go over with you today. That is because yesterday I finished the pickle socks and spent a lot of time outside yesterday building a chicken coop, which we'll talk about in Lifey stuff. And then I have been trying to dedicate my time on the weekends to working on the crochet blanket. So that is where I am on that, and we'll start to work on some more socks this evening. I think I'll cast on a couple. So the first one that I have is what I'm calling my rainbow socks, and these are Mustache Yarns Perfect Must Match Set, and it is the Dark Side EVP. I have still not looked up which band this is. Rezi, you will be disappointed because you have told me, and I forgot. It's a band that has the prism and the rainbow and the, yep, that one. So here it is in the cakes. It comes with 2 50-gram skeins. That is making me dark. It comes with 2 50-gram skeins, and then I just wound both of them up and started on one. And here is the sock and where I am now. I did the cuff, the leg to mine because these are going to be mine. So these are 68 stitches. The heel flap and gusset are complete, and then I have started on the foot. I was going to replace the cuff, heel, with another color so that it wouldn't disrupt the stripes, but I kind of decided that I would use part of the black and the gray section for the heel, and then I would cut it and make it go back to black. And so the instep part of the foot will not have the gray. The gray will only be on the cuff, the heel, and then lower towards the foot, because the repeat should cover, and then I'll have a gray stripe, and then it should go into the toe. So that is the plan for this sock. This is the only sock that I've completed for this pair, and this will be my 6th completed sock most likely. unless I come up with another sock that I finished first. But that should be my 6th. It's at least my 6th cast on. It is in my Fat Squirrel Fibers bag, my Ghosty Purple bag, my go-to sock bag that I love to use. Let's see. The next one is the Ocean Wave blanket, and I will show you that in all of its glory, but I'm going to talk about the details first. So this is the Ocean Waves blanket by Lauren Brown. It is a free pattern on her blog, and if I'm not mistaken, on Ravelry you can purchase a pattern, like the PDF printable pattern, but I just use the blog to get started. It's a ripple blanket. I'm using a J hook. I think this is a clover. Yeah. So a clover J hook is the hook that I'm using for this. And the yarn is various shades of I Love This Yarn. If you're interested in the colors that I'm using, you can look in the Ravelry page. I have them all listed out. Or there's a podcast called Blanket Woes and Sock FOs, I think. Something along those lines. Go back a couple episodes and I talk about each color. So check that out if you're interested in the colors and Ravelry is not accessible to you. But I believe most of these shades are pretty familiar in terms of what you can find online? No. In Hobby Lobby. So let's see if I can make sure that my voice is still heard since my mic's in a different position. So this is where I was the last time you saw it. That has been about a month ago because I did not show it in the last podcast just because there was not a lot of progress made. But this is where I was, and I plan on finishing this blue stripe and possibly starting the dark green stripe before I start back on socks for this weekend. So got a little bit done this past month on it, but I'm going to try and focus a little bit more on the weekends to getting some progress made on this. And this is and you're probably not going to be able to hear me very well, this is a giant queen size blanket. I'm knocking things down. And this is about the height that it is now. I would say getting pretty close to 3 to 4 feet of blanket there. I have not sewn in my ends. That is also on my task list for today. So that is the Ocean Waves blanket. I'm just going to gently set it over there. And that is all the works in progress that I have. Like I said, I just finished the pickle socks yesterday, and I've been working on the rainbow socks and the blanket yesterday evening and this morning. So I'll probably work more on the blanket this afternoon to get to the dark green stripe, and then go back into socks, maybe cast on the next pattern sock, because if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of doing a vanilla sock and then a patterned type sock at the same time, and then just alternating those. So I will probably cast on a patterned sock using one of the sock cakes that I have wound up. Yeah, so I have a couple of acquisitions to share with you, so we can hop into that, and then just a little bit of lifey stuff to talk about. So for acquisitions, I have Yarnable, and this is the June Yarnable. So if you haven't gotten yours yet or don't want to be spoiled, look away, but it's about halfway through the month, so you should have it. And I'm sorry it's going to crinkle a little bit. I have not opened this yet, but this is a cactus straw topper. This is what came in the Yarnable as an extra. I do not have a cup that has a straw, but I have Tanya, which you'll hear about later, also gave me a little kitty cat topper, and I use them as just decorations on top of my yarn shelf. So this will either land there or I'll find someone who has a straw cup. And then this little thing is adorable. It is a little can that says Hello Summer, and it has 30 wet wipes in it. So that is amazing. It just pops off like that. And then the lid, oops, dumping things out. The lid has a little opener in there, so you can feed the wipes through that, and you can put it on a keychain if you want. And the wipes are just in a little roll. So that is awesome. I'm going to open up those and maybe put them in my knitting bag to have those on hand. And then the last thing that we got is a lip balm in Summer Citrus with a little cactus. And I have not opened this just yet either because I wanted to show you guys in the little package. This is by Rebels Refinery. So we'll take him out. And it looks like a EOS type lip balm. Smells delicious. like citrus, like a summer citrus scent. So anyway, that is the extras that came. I couldn't think of the word. The theme is I'm a Sucker for You. And then this is the yarn. I feel like that's out of focus. There we go. This is the yarn. Again, it's called I'm a Sucker for You. And I get the plush sock base, so it just has that minty green with some fuchsia speckles in it. This is probably going to be socks very, very soon. Excited about this colorway. It's different, but I love it. Let's see. I've buried my other acquisition, so let me get that out. So the last acquisition that I have is a gift. My friend Tanya bought me a summer sock camp tote. So I now have the tote. I can't figure out which way to go. I now have the tote for summer sock camp, and this came just in time because we are going to a local baseball game on Friday. All of the knit ladies that are local are going to the baseball game, and we will bring our knitting and watch a baseball game and knit. So I will pack my socks and all of my needs inside of this tote bag and carry it along, and then it'll be my tote bag for the summer. Tanya also gave me her leftovers of her Eras yarn. So she got the Mustache Yarns Eras Taylor Swift color as well, and she passed along her extras. So very excited because this means that I can make my pair of socks out of this and then have matching socks to Kate and my sister. So thank you, Tanya, so much. I'm so excited to make myself a pair of socks out of this. I think I'm going to do black heels for the Tortured Poets department part. I have made a mess. Can't find my notes, can't find anything. Alright, so that is all for acquisitions. I did want to let you know that I have purchased another winter countdown box. It is not a Christmas one or an Advent one. It is from Super Glow Fiber, which you guys know I love their bright yarns. They are doing a mod or like a Flower Power 70s-ish colorway countdown to New Year's. So it'll have 6 full skeins is the one that I purchased, and so you open it I think every Tuesday of December and then the 1st or the 31st. I can't remember. There's a calendar, so I'll put that here maybe, or put the date or something. Anyway, there's 6 of them. You open them every Tuesday, and then there's one extra one. I have purchased that, so I will have Ruby and Roses to open for the beginning of December up to the 25th, and then I will have that one to open up till New Year's. So very excited. That should be all the ones that I'm going to do. I may do a swap in Kelly Menzies, Rowo and Cade's, her Discord group. She's hosting one of those, and so I plan to sign up for that if that goes through. Let's see, anything else? Nothing else on my notes except for just to talk about lifey stuff. So I mentioned in the last podcast that I am now a chicken mom, and I am now a chicken mom of 6. 6 chickens, because we are pretty sure that our little dark brown one that you saw in the pictures last week is most definitely a boy. And so we decided to pick up some chicks from our local feed store. Tractor Supply is our local feed store. And so we now have 4 confirmed hens and then 1 possible hen and 1 possible rooster. So we're preparing the yard for that, and I was making a chicken coop for the girls, and they are actually outside right now. I know I mentioned we have a little pen set up just over the to the other side of the shed where they have been staying, but on Sundays we've been trying to let them have some time out in the grass and in the sun just to be a chicken. So they're out there right now. My mom's watching them while I record. I will try and add either some pictures or video or something of them having a great time outside. And so you'll have that. Like I said, I'm going to a baseball game, so I'll try and include pictures of that in the next episode if I take any. And I'm very excited to do that. Also, the next episode, I think it's the 30th of June, is the last of this month, and that is next time I record. So not next week, but the week after is the next time that I record an episode. So that means that I will include my 6-month stats for my using more out of my stash than I've been getting in. We'll see how that's going when those stats get added up. So look forward to that in the next episode. All right, well, that one was kind of a quick one. Lots of sock finished objects and not too many works in progress. But again, I thank you all for being here. If you would like to, please consider clicking the subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever a new episode comes up, and it'll show up on your feed so that you can see the next episodes. As well as, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and leave me a comment if you would like. Let me know how your summer's going, how summer sock camp's going. Yeah, anything you want to let me know. I've been enjoying reading the comments that have been coming in, so I appreciate you guys. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.